Good afternoon, everybody. Hope that everyone is having an amazing Friday. So, TGIF, I am your fabulous hostess with the mostest, Robin, here with you today for the Mamapreneur Podcast, YouTube Live, here with the amazing Miss Jessi, honey. Jessi with the neon sign in the background. I can't wait for you guys to see Jessi and the personality. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Before I bring Jessi up, I'm Robin. I've been doing this show for a little over 5 years. My main show is live second and fourth Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We were on last night, episode 115. So when you're done watching me now, check out replay from yesterday's show. And then I've been interviewing Jessi's number 9. So I have interviewed 9 amazing women business owners all over the country, all doing amazing things, all helping people in just within their perspective niche. And I am just so grateful that they wanted to be a part of my platform. Shout out to Taylor Smith, Power Table Community. She had a summit recently and she had a pitch room and asked me to, did I want to, host one? I'm like, yeah. And to see that these ladies signed up and I'm like, I feel special. I feel the love. So getting to hear their hearts and listen to their journeys. And I'm like, yeah, come on. Come and grace my audience with your presence and with your sunshine. So they are here. So before I let Jessi on, I got instructions. I do this every show with the main show. We're going to do it today. Keep the party going. Number 1, make sure you are subscribed to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. I think it's pretty cool. You should too. So I need you to subscribe. All right. Next, if you're watching me now, watching the replay, go ahead and share. You never know who Jessi's story may be for. Jessi's business may be for today. What, the Mamapreneur Podcast, who that may be for today, because they like my hat. Why not? Just join just because of the hat. Just because of Jessi's neon sign that you're going to see in a minute. Why not? Okay. So share, subscribe, and we are a very interactive podcast. I know there's some podcasts out there and the person's just talking along and they're saying great things. I know, but I like for my audience to talk back to me, honey. So let me know where you're from. If you have a business, tell us what your business is. Who do you serve? I'm really big on networking and building those relationships. And if you have a question for myself, you have a question for Jessi, guess what? You can type it in the chat. Why not? Okay. So I'm going to let Jessi in. You guys show Jessi some love in the chat, whether you're watching us live or the replay, and just catch the sign in the back. How about that? Hi, Jessi.
Hi, Robin. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me today. I love what you're doing. So being a part of it is just literally the highlight of my week.
Awesome. I'm glad that I can be of service to you and your happiness today. I'm glad. I'm here for it. So, Jessi, right off the bat, one thing that really stuck out is just the passion behind what you do. When we had our brief moment in the pitch room and just knowing just what you do and you speak in my language, honey. Branding, what's behind me here. I love all things branding. And branding is more than your logo and all the things, but still hey, it starts there. So just from the door, and just your story, how you got started and just why you wanted to be a part of today's show. I was like, all right, I know we're in for a treat. So tell the people in the back that may not know who is this lady on my screen. Tell them a little bit about you and your brand.
I will try to keep it so short because there is so much depth. So I'm Jessi. I'm actually a personal brand strategist and a fractional creative director. And that's kind of what I am now, but I actually kind of not so secretly hate the question of like, who are you and what do you do? Because we are so much more than what we do. And actually, yes, how we got here, like how I got here is so much more than that. And so my platform really is all about helping the women who have done things, right? Like we have this like laundry list of things that we've done, but we don't want to let them define us anymore. Like we want to break through that and become something else, someone else, and so as a fractional creative director and personal brand strategist, I'm helping leaders right now who are kind of navigating this evolution of their life, right? They have all these things, but they want to be known for more than what they do. So I am just kind of this like thought shifter, this person who kind of comes in and can hear their vision in a brain dump format and pretty much instantly see what the final result like could be. And then I help them get there as well.
I love that. And I love what you do as far as, telling the story. We all have a story, even behind what I do within my visibility program. What story do you want to tell? How can you portray that where it can reach people? How it can convert people? So talk about the branding piece of what made you say, this is where I want to go. This is who I want to serve.
It was a long journey.
It was some years, I bet. Yeah.
It was a very long journey. And I think truly when I'm looking back, I had to do the work first in order for me to see what work I wanted to do. So long story short of my backstory, I was actually diagnosed with severe hearing loss in 5th grade. And no young kid really knows how to deal with that. And so how I dealt with it was like literally convincing myself that the doctors were wrong. Nothing is wrong with me. Yeah. Everything's fine. And I just kind of like continued on life. I graduated high school with honors. I went and graduated college with honors. I played volleyball in college. I started my first company out of college, and I really thought that was like out of ambition. Like I really, back then, if you would have asked me, it would have been like, I just knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I never wanted to go corporate. That was the story I was telling myself and everyone else. And it wasn't until 21 years later, until it was, I think it was 2016, I was pregnant and decided that I kind of needed to figure this part of my life out. And I went back to an audiologist, kind of just decided to embrace this. And in the process of embracing this and recognizing my own evolution, because I was to a point where I was like, okay, everybody knows I take pretty pictures. They say that I build pretty websites. They say, XYZ. And it was that narrative that I really wanted to shift. I really wanted to figure out how to get past people talking about the things that I do, like specifically, and talking more about who I am and what impact that I can make on that. And I went through my own evolution, my own transition in the last really 4 years. And the people who started coming to me wanting what I was doing, right? Like they were like, I feel the same. I am also in this evolution. I'm also in this place where I just feel like I've done all these things and I'm proud of them, but I want to be known for more than that. I want to leave a bigger impact. I want to focus on the legacy. And so really the legacy has become a very foundational element of all of the media things that I do, both as a fractional creative director, as well as the 2 agencies that I run.
Yeah. Wow. So let's talk about a little bit of what you do. What are some of the biggest mistakes you're seeing founders make when it's time to tell their personal story through their brand?
Yeah. The absolute number one, and it will ruffle some feathers here. So I'm here to ruffle feathers, but you don't need more visibility. You need clarity. I will die on that hill because we live in a world where we got to be on more platforms. We got to post more. We got to be more consistent. We got to do what this person's doing. We got to, we got to. And instead, what we gotta do is figure out very clearly what we gotta do. We don't gotta worry about what everybody else is doing. We gotta worry about what we're doing. Yeah. And so the number one thing is to get clear first. Content, the number one thing people complain about when they come to me is like, marketing is so hard. I actually, This Way to Fabulous was a marketing agency first. And in those first 2 years, we got so many clients who really just wanted to come in and have us take over their social media. And
wow,
they couldn't answer very simple questions. Okay. Like I do love to ask deep questions, but like at this point, we were really just asking like, who are you? Who do you serve? What problem do you solve? And like nobody could answer it. And so I decided in that moment too, that I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of helping them evolve and helping them find that clarity. So 2 years ago, we actually transitioned the agency to be a branding agency instead of a marketing agency. Yes, we do a lot of marketing things, but when people come in, they're required to either already have a certain level of clarity that they can prove, or they have to go through our clarity process, because I just don't believe in continuing to put out content just to put out
For the
content.
sake of it. Yeah, I agree.
I'm just over that. I'm over that.
It doesn't work anymore. It might have worked, a few years ago. It didn't work. I just said that to Tiana earlier. I'm like, what worked 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago? Probably not going to work now, because things are always constantly evolving and changing, especially when it comes to, branding and marketing and things like that.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
And I can attest to that. I started my first company out of college, spent $0 on advertising, built a seven-figure like wedding industry empire before I turned 30. Things were easy back then. Like, like looking back, they were easy. I could go on Facebook and tag people, and like people would actually see my shit.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen anymore.
No, it's just, you got to change keywords. You got to do all these things, just for it to hit, the logarithms. The algorithm is so different today.
Absolutely.
So, oh my gosh. All righty. What makes a story actually build trust and credibility instead of simply getting attention?
Yes.
There's so much noise out there.
So much noise, right? Like there are days I just want to like literally crawl in a hole and be like, everyone and everything, literally just leave me alone. So the biggest thing I think, like the misconception is that like, okay, everybody's telling me I need to go tell a story. Okay, we can tell a story. But telling the story isn't the actual impactful part. Telling what happened from that story is the important part. And so I actually spoke at Power Table Live back in April and unleashed this story for the first time of my life, of my disability, of how I kind of evolved. And I kind of built that story for them in real time. I told them the story, and then I was like, okay. Did that land? Are you like,
right?
Like, what are you feeling? Maybe you're feeling sympathy. Maybe you're confused. Maybe you're whatever. Well, let me tell you what happened next. What happened next was I started to recognize that I had actually built my entire company out of survival, right? What I called ambition. And I thought I was just like so ambitious. I was surviving. I was literally day to day building something that would accommodate me, because I was surviving. I didn't want to put myself in a position where I had to be in board meetings and I had to have phone calls and I had to like all these opportunities for me to mess up, right? For me to miss something, for me to whatever. I was surviving. And in that, I became really good at my craft, because I recognized that while I don't hear rooms very well, I see them and I feel them very well. So from a body language standpoint, photo and video are my jam, because I'm like, okay, she's feeling a little uncomfortable. Let's like play some music. Let's, whatever. I can adapt to that. But I would have never understood the depth of my power had I never done the work to really like go back and take in all those pieces and really learn from every step of it and really choose what was next. I wasn't waiting around for what was next. I had to step into it and choose what was next with the data that I had.
Absolutely. When did you know what you were doing was creating such impact?
Ooh, that's a really tough question. I think I really wanted to believe it always did. Right? I want to believe.
Well,
I want to believe that all points, like the energy that I can bring was impactful in some sort of a way.
Yeah.
I think really truly it was about 1.5 years ago that I had a client who was in the home care space, and she's a consultant and she's helping home care agencies build their agencies. She had already built one. She had sold it. She has all this experience. She's making an impact in that industry by really shifting things. And she was bringing me along with her. Not only was I filming her, but I was filming these dinner series where we were having really raw emotional conversations about the job, the industry, all the things. And I was like, these people have stories to tell. Like they are sitting on gold and they don't even know it. And so that was when I started my second agency specifically for the home care space, because I could viscerally feel the need in that space for these people to be given permission to use their story as their superpower. It was literally the number one thing that people can use to convert. It creates trust. It creates connections. It creates this ability to like feel like you already know the person. Feel like you're, like you're trusting someone to take care of a family member. Trust. I mean, talk about trust being important in any business. Like trust in the home care space is so important. So I think that was really when I started to realize I was onto something, focusing more on the depth at which that story held the future of their legacy, and being the person to like wake them up and be like, you have everything that you need to build trust and connect with these people. All we need to do is like, I need to put it in a visual form. I can already see it. They're saying it. I can already see it. I'm like, you need a deliverable. That's fine. All I need is for you to tell me your story.
Yes. So you have two businesses. You have two different dynamics here. So the Way to Fabulous Incorporated and Haven Built Media.
That is
How are you juggling all that, girl? I thought I was busy. How are you juggling that?
I don't know any different. To be completely honest, I get that question all the time. I actually got that question at lunch today. Like, how are you doing all of this? And my answer is literally like, I don't know. I just am.
I'm just doing it. Yes.
I will also speak to saying that I understand and recognize that is not healthy. I will be totally honest, and just say that is something that I am working on in my own personal development, because I know that that's not healthy. But we all know you can teach an old dog new tricks, but it takes time. And that's kind of how I feel. Like I've been in this for almost 18 years. This is all I know. So like changing the way that I do things, the way I approach things, releasing this story about my life for the first time this year has already lifted so much weight off of my shoulder and has already built so many connections, not because of my disability, but the choice I made to utilize it and to own it and to be brave and to give others permission that the hard things that they went through don't mean that that's all it was. Take it for what it was, but you have to make that choice.
And you just, showing it, the vulnerability, that's, that was a very personal story to tell. And it's one of those things someone else is like, okay, well, me too. Someone's going to identify with that. And anybody that's watching right now, that should be a testament to not being afraid to go there, not being afraid to be vulnerable, tell your story. Again, there's an audience out there waiting to hear that. So it's okay.
And not only that, I feel like the types of people I work with are, I have another client who is a CEO of a nonprofit, and she is now running for state senate. And it is this amazing thing to watch these people evolve into so much more than what they've been known for. And I think that it's just kind of one of those things. We all have a story. You just have to decide to be brave, to use it, to, tell others, because it's a permission slip. If anything, the people I work with are very impact driven, right? And so we're all sitting here for like, but how can this affect this to affect this to affect this? And so everything that I do, one of my like main values and questions I ask myself when I'm doing things is, what is the ripple effect of this?
Yep.
I want to understand not just how this might help my client, how is this going to help my community? How is this going to help my state? How is this going to, like there are layers and the layers are hard. Like when people come in to do brand clarity, every person who has done it, they will say, it was hard. Well, yeah, that's why you've been avoiding it. Like, I'm not going to let you avoid it anymore. We're going to do the hard work because everything else gets easier once you do the hard work.
Yep, you can do hard things. It's fine. It's fine. So I want to play a little game, a little rapid fire game. And all you just got to do is finish the sentence.
Oh boy.
My brand is
electric.
All right. Visibility without strategy is
nothing.
I love it. I love it. That's a word in itself. Biggest branding myth is
your brand is your logo.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. I've heard that before. Other entrepreneurs, I'm like, guys, it's more than that.
It's nails on a chalkboard when I hear that.
Yeah. Your story is not.
Oh man, I have so many. Your story is.
Yep. Your story.
Your story is not your anchor.
Amen. The best brands make people feel
something, anything. Like it makes you feel, period.
Period. That's it. I love you. She's like, if you're hiding your story, you're probably
afraid to be successful.
That in a nutshell. I love you.
I can do this for days.
Yep. The one thing every founder should stop doing is
posting for the sake of posting. Doing it because someone else told them that they were supposed to.
Perfect launch or messy launch?
Messy all day long. Messy, messy, messy.
Yes, yes, yes. Expertise or personality?
Personality, 1000%.
Yep, me and Caitlin was just talking about that. Oh my gosh. Authentic or aspirational?
Aspirational. Authentic is just too stigmatic now.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Behind the scenes or polished production?
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that.
Well, hold on, because they both serve a very different purpose. So I'm going to just say, why not both?
Both is fine. That's fine. Hey, no wrong answer here. No wrong answer. All righty. So, Jessi, before we close out, where do you want to see this amazing brand in the next 5 years?
I've been thinking a lot about that actually in this evolution season.
Yes.
I really want to be able to claim that I'm working with less people, but making more of an impact. I think we live in this culture where we feel like more is always better. More. I need more clients. I need more money. I need more whatever. I actually want less. And I want to be deep with them. And that's exactly where these my two homies, I was literally just at lunch with them. They took me out for my birthday. I love them. I love them because I'm such a partner. I'm their thought leader. I challenge them. I want them to evolve and continue this ripple effect. So I want to say that I want to be more comfortable with less people and be more focused on the depth of their growth and evolution. I don't want to be, this might be really hard to say, but like, I kind of want to be hard to work with. Like, I kind of want there to be a wait list of like, you guys cannot have all of me anymore. Okay. I need some of me now. So this is my capacity. And if I'm at capacity, here's the line. Here's the wait list.
Yes. Come on, wait list. I want
Right?
a wait list. I want a wait list too, guys. Good problem to have. Let everyone know how they can follow you, learn more about you, connect with you for services, all the things.
Yeah, totally. So like I mentioned, I work with female founders who are really just kind of tired of being known for what they do, and they want to make more of this impact by being who they are. Instagram is definitely my jam. I'm there the most for sure. It is at Jessi Bornack Cabanin. My agencies are at This Way to Fab and at Haven Build Media. I would love for everyone to come follow me on Substack, because I started writing about the messy journey of my own evolution. And it's literally called The Messy Middle with Jessi. So when you ask me about messy, polished, I'm like, messy all the way. Because the mess in the middle is where the gold is. Okay. The stories I have to tell and the stories that I will connect with and convert people, they live in the messy middle. They don't live in all of the polished end results. Yeah, they live in the middle.
It changes anyway. The polish piece of it anyway.
1,000%.
Amazing. We just want to have a Substack talk. You're the third person in 24 hours that has talked about Substack. Like, I got the page. I need to physically sit down and like.
Well, but then mine is very messy.
Yeah, and I hear you can do multiple things with it. So that I'm like, great. So because I saw the time I got on the other day. And I love that I see that you can go live on Substack. So don't be surprised, Jessi. I'm like, hey,
that's
girl.
That's newer.
You want to bring the conversation over to Substack for us to ruffle some feathers? I'm good with a ruffle. I like to ruffle a feather or two from time to time. So I'm okay with that.
All day,
you said that earlier. I'm like, you don't even have to give me that disclaimer. Sounds good. Join the club. Ruffle feathers. Team Ruffle Feathers. We're here for it. So thank you so much for being here, Jessi.
Thank you so much for having me.
Amazing conversation, guys. Make sure that you follow Jessi on all her platforms. Go ahead and skedaddle over to Substack and follow both of us, honey. At Mamapreneur Podcast, Jessi with the messy, in the messy, but no, just playing with the messy middle.
Messy Jessi was totally my name growing up, so it's fine. All the mess in my office is just under here.
Hey, that's okay. Guess what? It's not just you. Everybody else, if no one has, squeaky clean, office space at the moment. So, but no, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're watching me via replay, give me a hashtag replay. Let us know what is your biggest takeaway from our chat today. There were a lot that were on today's chat, and then make sure you go and watch all the replays, all 9 replays. Thank you guys so much. I'm about to thank all of y'all personally really quick. Thank you, Jessi, Missy Jessi with Jessi. We have Caleb, Melissa, Wendy, Ariel, Tiana, Rachel, Lexi, and Katie. You guys are amazing. And I still want to finally thank Taylor again for the opportunity to connect us all, because if it weren't for her, Jessi, messy in the middle, will not be here with me today. And so, Jessi, you're stuck with me. And that's it in a nutshell. Guys, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, Mamapreneur Podcast on YouTube. And I will see you guys next time.